In the heart of Jacksonville, Florida, a decaying structure looms like a forgotten relic of the past. To the untrained eye, it is just another abandoned building, another casualty of time. But to those who dare to step inside, Public School No. 4, infamously known as the Devil's School, is something far more sinister. The air inside is thick with an unexplainable heaviness. The walls seem to whisper, and the sensation of unseen eyes watching you is overwhelming. Many who enter report an immediate feeling of unease, as if the school itself rejects the presence of the living. Is it just an abandoned structure left to decay, or is something far more malevolent lurking within? Is it the lost souls of children, forever trapped within these cursed walls, or did something darker awaken when the building was abandoned? Tonight, we step into the past, unravel its tragic history, and listen to the chilling testimonies of those who have dared to trespass into what many believe is one of the most haunted locations in the country. But be warned, this is not just a story. Many who learn about this school claim to have experienced strange occurrences afterward. So before we begin, ask yourself, are you ready to know the truth? A history marked by horror. Public School No. 4 was constructed in 1918. Designed to be one of Jacksonville's most prestigious learning institutions, with its grand staircases, massive brick walls, and elegant architecture, it was meant to be a place of education and inspiration. However, even in its earliest days, whispers of misfortune and darkness surrounded the school. Many locals claimed that before the school was built, the land was cursed. Some believe it was once a site of violent conflict, while others whisper of older, forgotten tragedies buried beneath its foundation. Whether these are myths or echoes of a deeper truth, what followed after the school's construction was nothing short of chilling. The boiler explosion, a catastrophe that never left. The most infamous event in the school's history took place in the late 1960s, when a horrific boiler explosion tore through the building. The blast killed an unknown number of students and teachers, but the details were shrouded in secrecy. Some say it was due to a maintenance failure, while others claim it was a deliberate act. Survivors spoke of thick smoke filling the hallways, the screams of trapped children echoing through the burning building, and the unbearable heat that warped metal and shattered glass. The smell of charred flesh lingered for weeks, and the walls bore the scorch marks of the tragedy. After the explosion, the school struggled to recover. Parents were hesitant to send their children back, fearing the building was cursed. The few teachers who remained reported strange occurrences, classroom doors slamming shut on their own, cold spots appearing out of nowhere, and eerie laughter echoing through empty hallways. By 1971, the school was permanently closed. But what should have been the end of its story was only the beginning of something far more terrifying. Paranormal encounters. The ghosts of Public School No. 4. Once abandoned, Public School No. 4 became a magnet for the curious and the thrill seekers. Ghost hunters, urban explorers, and even the occasional satanic cultist have all stepped inside, many regretting it almost instantly. The sound of children that shouldn't be there. One of the most common reports is the sound of children playing, soft laughter, the distant echoes of running footsteps, and even the faint chatter of students in a classroom. But when visitors investigate, they find nothing but empty, dust-covered rooms. Some say these are the trapped souls of the children who perished in the explosion, forever reliving their last moments. Others believe the sounds are something more sinister, something that mimics children to lure people deeper into the school. The shadow figures watching from the darkness. Many visitors have captured strange figures in their photos. Dark silhouettes standing in doorways, shadowy shapes lingering at the ends of hallways. These figures move unnaturally, sometimes darting from one spot to another in the blink of an eye. One particularly terrifying account comes from a group of urban explorers who visited the school at 3 a.m. As they navigated the decaying classrooms, they noticed a tall, shadowy figure standing at the end of the hallway. Thinking it was another trespasser, they called out, but it didn't move. When they took a step forward, the figure vanished before their eyes. The basement. A gateway to something darker? The basement of Public School No. 4 is said to be the most dangerous part of the building. This was where the explosion was most devastating, where many lost their lives. The energy here is suffocating. Many report feeling as if they are being watched, followed, or even touched by unseen hands. Some claim to hear whispers in the darkness, pleading for help, while others describe an overwhelming sense of pure dread, as if something is waiting for them in the shadows. More disturbingly, Multiple investigators have reported scratches appearing on their skin after leaving the basement. The marks are often in sets of 3, a number that many believe is associated with demonic entities. Theories about the haunting. What lurks in the school? The horrors of public school mill. 4 have led to various theories about what exactly is causing the hauntings. Residual haunting. A loop of tragedy. Some believe that the spirits of the children and teachers who perished in the explosion remain trapped, unable to move on. Their last moments play on a loop, like a tragic recording forever imprinted on the walls. Something more sinister. A dark entity feeds on fear. Others suggest that the explosion didn't just take lives, it opened a gateway. The intense suffering may have attracted a malevolent force, something that feeds on the fear and pain of those who enter. Many visitors describe feeling as though something is trying to lure them deeper into the building, as if whatever resides in the school is waiting for another victim. The occult connection. Did rituals awaken the darkness? Over the years, trespassers have discovered strange symbols, melted candles, and ritualistic markings in the school, particularly in the basement. Some claim these were rituals meant to communicate with spirits, while others fear they were something much darker, attempts to summon an evil force. If these rituals did invite a dark presence into the school, then whatever resides there now is no longer just the souls of the dead, but something far worse. Would you dare to enter? Public school mill. 4 still stands, its decaying walls hiding secrets that many will never uncover. Those who enter often leave with more questions than answers. What really happened within these halls? What force lingers here, waiting for the unsuspecting? The stories are endless, the encounters chilling. But one thing remains certain, this is not just an abandoned school. Something is still here, watching, waiting. Would you step inside, or do you believe some doors should remain closed forever? If you enjoyed this terrifying journey, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. Have you ever encountered the paranormal? Let us know your thoughts, and remember, not all places are meant to be explored.